Hey everyone, Adrienne here, Indiana Backyard Gardener. I just wanted to come to you guys with this week's what to plant right now in our spring planting series. So this is the third video in our spring planting series. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you guys are getting an idea of what to plant at what time. Like I said in the beginning, I'm in zone 5. And this is a series for anyone whose last frost date might be in the first half of May. So, like I said, I have a spreadsheet here that it's a planting tool. And I did not remember to put the link in the descriptions, but if you go back into a previous, like last year's planting series, there should be a link in the description for you guys to download this and make a copy, okay? And then you'll be able to put your last frost date in this box and it'll generate this for you, okay? So I put in the last frost date of 5/14 only because we have been getting a last frost, a very late frost, the week after Mother's Day for the last couple of years. So just to be on the safe side, I always go 1 week after Mother's Day, okay? And there's a window of time for everything that you can plant. So if you take a look here, like some things on the list might be some things on this week's list might be on last week's list. And that's only because there's a window of time to plant those things. So when that window is up, those things will fall off the list. So if you can see here, see this red line, how it goes from here all the way across. So that's how many weeks of a window of time that you'll have to plant that, okay? So let's get started. So this is the week of 3/19, all right? And indoors, you can start artichoke, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, chives, dill, endive, kohlrabi, leeks, lettuce, onions, oregano, radicchio, sage, Swiss chard, and thyme. Now, if you are 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date, you can also start indoors borage, catnip, lemon balm, marjoram, mint, parsley, sage, tarragon, and thyme. I might have already said a couple of those. 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost, you can start those things indoors. Also, if you're doing flowers or anything ornamental and you are 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost, you can start African daisy, aster, balsam, bells of Ireland, black-eyed Susan, bluebells, bluebonnet, Canterbury bells, castor bean, celosia, chocolate flower, cleome, coleus, coreopsis, cresspedia, cup and saucer vine, cypress vine, delphinium, 4 o'clock, foxglove, gaillardia, gazania, gomphrena, hollyhock, hyacinth bean, hyssop, ice plant, impatiens, larkspur, linaria, lupin or lupine, Mexican sunflower, milkweed, painted daisy, penstemon, I never heard of it, so I don't know. Penstemon, phlox, poppy, portulaca, one of my favorites, pumpkin on a stick, whatever that is, scabiosa, Shasta daisy, straw flower, Sweet Anne, and verbascum. Okay, that's 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost. You can start all of those things indoors. Okay, now if you're like me and you don't like to start things indoors, you can start outside under a double layer of protection. And I briefly touched on what a double layer is. So I have a sunroom, and then I also have a little greenhouse, one of those like 4-tier greenhouses in my sunroom. So to me, that's a double layer of protection. All right, so if you have 2 layers of protection, you can plant arugula, beets, bok choy, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, carrots, chives, collards, claytonia, endive, kale, kohlrabi, leeks, lettuce, mash, mizuna, mustard greens, onions, oregano, parsley, peas, radicchio, radish, rutabaga, salsify, sorrel, spinach, Swiss chard, and turnips. So the ideal thing is to plant these things outside, direct sow them outside under a double layer of protection. So that basically eliminates the need for starting mixes and starting trays and grow lights and, you know, all of that great stuff. Not to knock any of that, but I just know myself. And if I start all those things indoors and try to grow those things and take care of those things inside, they will die, because I will forget about them. I will let them dry out. They will dry out. They will get leggy or what have you, but I eventually will neglect them. I'll start out good with great intentions, but I will definitely end up neglecting them, and then they will not make it. So I have learned that it's better for me personally to start things outside when it is time, or when I have a window of opportunity to do that. So that's your list for the week, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you will like and subscribe and share the video out to anyone you think that might benefit from it. I'll come back next week with another video on what to start next week. Next week will be 326, and it'll be our 4th week in the series. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. That's going to be it for this video, and until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.